Well, hey, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for yet another edition of the Lives and Lessons Learned from 100 Christians. Today we're doing Dorothy Sayers. I had no idea who this person was. 1893 to 1957 is when she passed. She was an English writer, scholar, and Christian thinker, best known for her detective fiction featuring the aristocratic sleuth Lord Peter Wimsey, a trailblazing intellectual and one of the first women to receive a degree from Oxford University. Sayers blended sharp wit, theological depth, and social commentary in her works, which spanned mysteries, plays, essays, poetry, and different translations. Her life, marked by academic excellence, personal challenges, and fierce commitment to her craft, exemplified the integration of faith, intellect, and creativity in an era when women faced significant barriers. Born June 13, 1893, in Oxford, England, she was the only child of Reverend Henry Sayers, the headmaster of Christ Church Cathedral School, and Helen Leigh Sayers. Raised in a scholarly Anglican household, she was a voracious reader by age 4, devouring her father's extensive library. Homeschooled initially with lessons in Latin, French, and German from a young age, she attended Godolphin School in Salisbury at 15, where she excelled in drama, music, and writing. In 1912, she won a scholarship to Somerville College in Oxford, studying modern languages and graduating with first-class honors in 1950, one of the first women to earn a degree from the university. Women were not granted formal degrees until 5 years later in 1920. But then, rejecting academia, she worked odd jobs, including teaching, publishing, and advertising. In 1922, she joined Benson's advertising agency in London, where she coined the famous slogan, "It pays to advertise," for Guinness, which I think is the beer people. All right. In 1926, Sayers married Oswald Atherton Mac Fleming, a Scottish journalist and shell-shocked World War I veteran. Their marriage was supportive but strained by his health and alcoholism. She cared for him devotedly until his death in 1950. Sayers' first novel, Whose Body, in 1923, introduced Lord Peter Wimsey, a witty, monocled aristocrat solving crimes with intellect and charm. The series brought fame and financial stability. She also created Detective Montague Egg and wrote short stories, but grew weary of the genre, declaring in 1939 that she was done with mysteries. Turning to faith-inspired projects, Sayers wrote radio plays for the BBC, such as The Man Born to Be King, modernizing the Gospels and sparking controversy for its colloquial language. Her essays, like Mind of the Matter, explored creativity as a reflection of the divine image. In her final years, she immersed herself in translating Dante's Divine Comedy, a labor of love that showcased her linguistic brilliance. She died suddenly of heart failure December 17, 1957, at the age of 64. So what can we learn from her life? First off, embrace intellectual rigor in faith. Sayers, a self-described passionate intellect, argued that Christianity demands sharp thinking, not blind emotion. In essays like The Greatest Drama Ever Staged, she defended doctrine as intellectually satisfying. Her life teaches that faith thrives on reason and study, challenging believers to engage their minds fully rather than settling for superficial piety. Work is an act of worship. In writing The Mind of the Maker, she wrote, she viewed creativity as mirroring God's image. Idea, energy, and power. She infused everyday tasks, even advertising, with purpose, urging, and this is a saying, the only Christian work is good work well done. This lesson encourages seeing all labor as sacred, combating drudgery by aligning it with divine creativity. She also, we can learn about integrate life's facets holistically. Let's see. Sayers balanced mystery writing, theology, translation, and playwriting, refusing to be compartmentalized. Her friendships with C.S. Lewis and his friends, which were known as the Inklings, wove intellect and spirituality together. This underscores the value of a unified life, pursuing diverse interests to enrich one's calling and avoid fragmentation. Cultivate joy and humor in serious pursuits. Known for her pugnacious wit, Sayers equipped, the only sin passion can commit is to be joyless. Even in Dante's profound themes, she emphasized delight. Her life demands us to infuse gravity with levity, seriousness and silliness, if you will. This underscores the value of a unified life, pursuing diverse interests to enrich one's calling and to avoid being fragmented. Oh, no, I messed up. Her life demands to infuse gravity and levity, making deep truths accessible and preventing burnout through laughter and play. Commit to lifelong learning and service. There's a practical one. From self-taught languages to exhaustive scholarship, Sayers never stopped growing. She supported emerging writers and preserved her legacy through societies. Her dedication teaches that true fulfillment comes from serving others with one's gift, leaving a ripple of inspiration beyond one's lifetime. Though criticized for her unconventional life, she influenced the golden age of detective fiction along with Agatha Christie and Christian apologetics. Her Whimsy series remains popular, adapted for TV and stage, and while her Dante translation is hailed for its readability. The Dorothy Sayers Society, founded in 1976, promotes her work, and biographies like Barbara Reynolds' Her Life and Soul reveal a courageous woman whose ideas on work and faith resonate in today's discussions of vocation and faith. Again, thank you so much. Hopefully you got a little something out of the life of Dorothy Sayers. Take care. God bless.